Evil Geniuses cemented themselves as the best Valorant team in the world in 2023, but their journey to this point was far from smooth. At the beginning of the season, they were undisputedly one of the worst teams in the Americas. So how did they go from being 13-0'd by Loud to becoming the #1 team in the world? This is the story of Evil Geniuses. North American teams left nothing to chance in their pursuit of dominance when the Americas League kicked off going into 2023. 100 Thieves added Cryo, Cloud9 added Yay, NRG signed the OpTic core, and Sentinels added 2 Brazilian world champions. But there was one team that did not build a super team, one team seen as inferior to all of their North American counterparts. That roster was Evil Geniuses, with a far from conventional approach.
You know, we stand out. We definitely stand out. We're not a team that was created with millions of dollars trying to create the super team.
They were clowned heavily by the community, and even organizations such as Sentinels, for not taking their roster building seriously in the eyes of these individuals. They boldly signed a total of 10 players after opening up to open tryouts, without a typical superstar centerpiece. This decision was met with considerable controversy as doubts loomed large.
Why on earth would you want a 10-man roster?
Signing Ethan, Com, Jorgamo, Boostio and BCJ seemed highly underwhelming to all but a select few, with BCJ expected to be their best player after a strong season for xCED. Nonetheless, EG were determined to show that their choice was anything but foolish. During the lock-in tournament in Sao Paulo, EG secured their first victory against Heretics, but faced elimination in the very next round at the hands of Talon Esports. EG fumbled both maps to the team from Thailand, holding a 9-3 lead on map 1 and an 8-4 advantage at the half on the second. Some glimpses then of early potential.
Calm the hell down! There's plenty of time! You can see that the pieces are there, just give them more time to put it together.
However, EG could not maintain this momentum into their first regular season match, getting 2-0'd by Cloud9. In only their second game against 100 Thieves, EG made a decision that would forever change their future.
Breaking news. Demon is coming in and is subbed for BCJ.
BCJ, widely considered to be the best player on the roster going into the year, was substituted out for rookie Demon 1 for map 2 and would never make another appearance for the rest of the season.
Who is Demon?
He's a guy who has not played many officials, has not been noted on many officials. He's probably never played on a team that you have heard of.
100 Thieves comes in for the defuse. A convincing second map win for the Thieves.
Yeah.
As they win this series 2-0.
Now this kind of puts EG in a very, very tough position, right?
Ultimately, this decision did not alter the outcome of the match. Another 2-0 loss. The decision to bench an experienced player in favour of an unproven rookie angered many fans. Coach Potter came under heavy criticism for her handling of the roster building and decision-making process, with reporter George Geddes suggesting that unless performances improved within the month, Potter would be paying with her job.
I don't think Demon 1 is the savior of EG. I think they're still going to show the same issues that they were showing when they do have to face off against the stronger teams that they are yet to play.
Unfortunately, the struggles for this team would only persist, which culminated in a demoralizing 13-0 map loss to Loud. Evil Geniuses were officially one of the worst teams in the league.
He's got to win it out now, but so difficult, so damn hard, and it's the 13-0.
However, a turning point was on the horizon, as Demon 1 finally began to showcase precisely why he had earned his spot in the starting lineup.
He just team flashes.
It's all a setup. It's all a setup for the Blades. There it is! Demon 1 gets all 5.
The initial doubts around Demon 1's addition stemmed from his lack of experience at a pro level, but he wasted no time now silencing his critics.
Demon God. This guy has been contributing so much to this team.
And just like that, things began to click for Evil Geniuses. They won 3 straight matches to keep their playoff hopes alive, but their hopes seemed dashed in the very next game, as NRG ended their win streak and almost forced them to the last chance qualifier.
The one match that we have on Saturday means everything. It's MIBR versus 100 Thieves.
Obviously, we hope to make playoffs if MIBR wins. They're just not winning. It's not happening.
All you can do is just pray and just hope to God that MIBR pulls out a miracle run
they're already out of playoffs. They're only playing spoiler. 100 Thieves has been continuing to get better throughout the last few weeks. If they lose, that means that EG will clinch that final spot.
The implications and the stakes are set right from the beginning here. It's a must-win for 100 Thieves.
Everyone that's making playoffs is watching this.
And EG are just forced to watch from the sidelines and root for a team that currently looks like they're in free fall.
Down to the final few seconds. Here at the tower. Fight needs to be won by Asuna. He doesn't do it. No detainment. Swinging wide. 13-6. Map 1. Won up by MABR. You couldn't have asked for more. Cryo. 3, 4. Will he make it 5? Round the side. Ace. Scramble. Everything on the line for it. Chosen. You gotta stick it. Chosen spraying. Spray tonight. No way. Off of it all. He's the hero in this scenario. And 100 Thieves have been denied.
In one of the biggest upsets of the season, MIBR took down 100 Thieves, sending Evil Geniuses into the playoffs. Expectations for MIBR to win were so low, the Demon 1 pledged he would go bold if they did win, and the Valorant gods were on his side that day. But their round 1 matchup was NRG, the team that almost kills their playoff dreams in the first place. It was going to be a grueler, but who else but Demon 1 to step up for the team?
With stars at least, a Hiko! Oh my god! Shot by Demon 1! And a crossfire is being set up the off angle. It's at the crash. He's on a 2 versus 1. Swings back out, but it's Musu with the kill!
Dropping 73 kills over 3 maps to overcome NRG in round 1, the momentum continued in the next round against Cloud9. However, EG still didn't quite have the firepower to take down Loud just yet. This set up a rematch with NRG for a spot in the first ever grand final.
Demon 1 with the knives, and now he's trying to make the most of it, but it just feels inexorable. Already they fall one after another, and that's it!
Evil Geniuses were eliminated by NRG, but a 3rd place finish was commendable, considering they almost didn't make the playoffs, and had now secured qualification to Masters Tokyo and the World Championship.
It feels great. It feels great to finally see all of our hard work paying off. I mean, these players are incredible.
EG had officially shed their reputation as the laughing stock of the league. The arrival of Demon 1 had catapulted them from mediocrity to a team with the potential to upset even the strongest opponents. And their first round game at Masters Tokyo couldn't have been more challenging. None other than Loud again, champions of the playoffs.
So many problems! Oh, and Chocobo is the biggest one of them all! Making issues for Loud and leaving them in tatters! Less is all the standing, it's the 5 of EG! How much can he achieve out of this one? The spike is a million miles away! And so is map 1 for Loud! And oh dear, he's gone. Chocobo, game back on! County, can he find it? No, EG! The dream continues here in Tokyo. EG shatter Loud.
In a stunning turn of events, EG pulled off a 2-0 victory against the world champions, but their underdog story didn't end there. In the semi-finals, they confidently vanquished Team Liquid, the champions of the EMEA playoffs, once again a decisive 2-0 scoreline. EG were on a hot streak, but what they didn't know is that it was time to buckle up as they fell into the hands of Fnatic, who are 16-1 on the season up until this meeting.
It sends him running, 10 seconds now. They're working on the clock here, running it down so low. Boaster down at 64, Ethan gonna spot the cross, but it's Leo's shot. Oh my god! Leo has taken Fnatic across the line!
EG's Cinderella run eventually met its conclusion as Fnatic took them down in the upper final, as well as the grand final, to secure their 2nd tournament win of the season. Nevertheless, EG had every reason to take pride in their journey, transforming from nearly missing out on playoffs to becoming the 2nd best team in the world at the time.
Glad we finally got to show you guys what we can do to make a grand finals of an international, and for champs we're going to try to win it all.
Just one event remains, the jewel in the crown, the highly coveted VCT Champions, a tournament that every player aspires to win. EG were doubted all season long, but they remained patient to grow into championship contenders. They also had large swathes of the community praying for their downfall. Demon 1 had become notorious for his trash talking and body shooting as his individual performances improved throughout his rookie season, generating much discussion on whether this disrespect should go unpunished. EG's IGL Boostio had also recently claimed that Chinese teams would never catch up to the Americas. Following a strong performance in the group stage, including beating Chinese team FPX, EG then dispatched the best Chinese team and fan favourite in Edward Gaming, proving their role as the villain to end them all. Up next was DRX, the team they'd already defeated in Tokyo, and yet another 2-0 victory would follow, sending EG to another upper finals. But their opponents might not have been what EG expected. In a top half of the bracket containing Loud and Fnatic, it was papyrX who made it out victorious, setting up a rematch of the losers bracket final from Tokyo, which EG managed to win.
The turret here, something, shuts him down, Forsaken fights Boostio, and now it's all on Demon 1! Getting in behind, the flash across, Mindfreak about to swing the corner, he does so, and he puts him down!
But EG couldn't get it done this time around. They would now have to get past Loud, fresh off victory against tournament favourites Fnatic.
The backing away round to the side, Turko shots are wild, Loud, it's crumbling. Up to 2 years, 1v2, 2 years, a 1v1. He gets out, he has the molly to try and lock off Ethan as he would go for this, but the molly's not being invested. Not being invested. Oh, too late! Ethan!
In 2022, Loud killed NA's hopes of a world championship against OpTic. In 2023, EG managed to overcome this hurdle in a grueling 5-map series, finally securing a spot in the grand final of the World Championship. But facing a heavily favoured papyrX team looking for the fairy tale ending to Jing's career before his mandatory military service, and facing the major disadvantage in the vetoes that contributed to their second place in Tokyo, this was EG's biggest challenge yet.
Hit that rotation, hit the panic button, get over here. There's 5 players coming our way, and Divine has fallen. Forsaken now. It's all on him to try and stop the rot, stop EG. He's desperately trying, but it may not be enough. As Mindfreak now in a 1v4. Divide or not, he's got to go. He takes down Calm, but the trade for Jorgamo is there. EG, map 1. The swing and a miss from D1, and something is just a straight up killer. 2 back-to-back. Ethan gets a chance to punish. He's not clean enough. Something is absolutely demonic right now. Trying to get across the line. papyrX are holding on here. They want to tie up this series. Get us back to a 1-1 scoreline. papyrX. Body bag starting to get zipped up. Mindfreak looks dead to rights. He is. Oh, Jorgamo! Unbelievable performance. And now it's all on Jing, and it's not going to happen. Still anyone's game here. Jing, the next to try and step into the ring. Demon 1 on the other side. Ethan's found. Mindfreak is down to 2. This could be it. Another chance for Jing. It's all over. EG are your VALORANT World Champions.
Evil Geniuses had done it. They'd completed the Cinderella story to claim their status as the greatest team in the Valorant world. The MVP was none other than Demon 1, the rookie duelist who practically nobody knew about except from Disguised Toast going into the season. Across all 30 teams competing in the VCT, Potter was the only woman coaching. From being criticised heavily at the start of the season to securing arguably the biggest win for any woman in esports makes this story all the sweeter. In the world of esports, where big stars often shine the brightest and fan support can make or break a team, EG's journey defies all the odds.
We come from nothing. I lost a lot in 2021, in 2022.
They didn't have the firepower that commanded the spotlight, and they lacked the big fan base that could rally behind them.
I think it's just the mental strength of people around. We've been through so much as a team.
I don't understand what Com's bringing to the team. Presumably it's something.
Spot them both. Can he make the transition? Yes, he can!
Honestly, I'm thankful for those experiences because that really made our mental very strong.
But with their organisation under growing turmoil and competitors restructuring their rosters to take them down, can Evil Geniuses retain their crown?